turn 2 as we get ready to start the last show before we review all of spring sports. We will slip highlights right at you and promise to go right to the finish. Win the draw. Sports Night is next.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. It's going to be a quick show tonight, but we're almost to the end.
Yeah, it is almost the end.
Almost.
All but two Cardinals are done for the season. At this point in the spring season is over for all but those two who will be competing in this weekend's state tournament. Sophomore Callie Harris will make her second straight appearance at the big show to represent for the Lady Cardinals. And she'll be joined by boys senior captain Austin Palmer, who will soar into the state championships as the Section 5 AA pole vault champion. While no other Cardinals were able to advance, several did show the potential for the future, especially on the girls' side. One young lady has turned a lot of heads throughout her freshman year. That's Brielle Clark. She finished fourth in the high jump, cleared 5 foot even. She also made it to the finals in the 100 meter, where she took 6th place. Clark gets a little hardware and a whole lot of inspiration for the future. She cleared 5.3 in prelims, which turned out to be the top flight of the state tournament. Another young Cardinal to watch is sophomore Angela Barrett, who cleared the pole vault at 9 foot 1 inch. That'll make her in 7th place. As a team, the Lady Cardinals are 7th as well. There's a look deeper. Callie Harris just missing a trip to state in the 100 meter as well. The 500 or the 4x1, 2, and 800 meter relay teams all finished 5th. You see Brielle Clark's high jump 4th place. Brielle Clark 6th in the 100 meter. Stahlberger 6th in the 200 meter. Barron, as we talked about, and Vansa finished 8th in the pole vault. On the boys' side, 14th place for the Cardinals, just 12 points. Austin Palmer bringing home most of those with the championship. Again, a Section 5 AA championship for senior Austin Palmer, clearing the bar at 12 foot 11 inches. Next best finish for the boys at 10th place. Finish for the 4x18. The 4x2 was 12th. The 4x4, 13th. Malik Shepard also finished 13th in the 300 meter hurdles. 14th place goes to Shrippy in the 200 meter dash. 16th place is to Muggenberger and Tabla and Blake Weber in the shot put for the Cardinals. Big day coming up on Friday of this week as the state championships get underway at Hamlin University. First up will be Austin Palmer as the pole vault prelims start at 9 o'clock on Friday morning. And then Callie Harris, an approximate start time for the 300 meter hurdle prelims at 11:36. And very exciting. Just hope the weather will hold.
Well, certainly congratulations to 2 young athletes. We will have highlights here next week. We will have coverage. The one and only Dan Wasserman is going out there with his trusty camera, and it's going to make sure we get some video.
Fantastic, and hopefully the weather holds again.
Hopefully.
And a pretty impressive finish, Callie Harris in making it for a second straight season as a sophomore.
That's exciting, and you know, hats off to her. She had a nice season and able to finish it this way, making it back to state. And we wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have that for you again next week on Sports Night.
We will. Well, the Cardinal baseball team went to the field last Wednesday hoping they would be the team to ride the comeback trail all the way to the championship. Their first time on the St. Paul Saints' beautiful new CHS field and facing a very familiar foe. The Blaine Bengals were the number 5 seed to the Cardinals' 6, but Coon Rapids won the only meeting between the crosstown rivals this season by a 7-6 score. Pitchers duel going early. No score until the top of the 3rd. Zach Rusted with the runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Solid single to right. Tyler Roithborn will easily score, and Blaine is on the board first. Next batter is Kevin Fanning. He grounds it to short with the infield in. Wojo bobbles it a bit. He'll get the out at first, but another run scores, and the Bengals are up by a score of 2-0. Well, the Cardinals are going to get one right back in the bottom half. 2 on and 1 out. Wojo grounds to 2nd. Could be an inning-ending double play, but the throw by Griffin Fussey's in the dirt, skips away. Jordan Little scores on the error, and it's a 2-1 game. Blaine's going to add to the lead in the top of the 5th. Blake Germain drives it through the hole on the left side. Caden Eldridge will score the 2nd run of the inning. The Bengals are up by a score of 4-1. Well, that was more than enough for Zach Rusted. He was in charge all game long, giving up just 2 hits, 1 unearned run. He had 5 walks, but 9 strikeouts. And the Bengals, unfortunately for the Cardinals, end their season with a 4-1 loss. The It was a beautiful place, first and foremost, to do a game. It was a tough game for Coon Rapids.
Beautiful play.
Rustad just did such a nice job on the mound, really kept the Cardinal hitters at bay, and you're not going to win ball games when you can't produce at the plate.
Yeah, and that was a trouble for the Cardinals all season long, getting a little more production from the offense, and just 2 hits against Blaine ends their season.
Look at Centennial.
Yeah, I was going to say, they ran into that comeback team. Centennial, since coming down into the bracket, lower half of the bracket, beat Champlain Park 4-3, beat up on Blaine pretty good, and then beat number 2 Maple Grove, who lost that final meeting between 2 undefeated teams. So Centennial moves on to the championship, where they will face Moundsview. Moundsview, of course, the number 1 seed, actually handled Maple Grove pretty easily, and they were supposed to play on Wednesday. We're shooting the show on Thursday.
Right.
Schedule gets a little helter-skelter this time of year sometimes, but it was supposed to be played Wednesday, but rained out. I believe that game's supposed to be played on Thursday.
Yep, that would be correct.
So Moundsview
has to win 1 game. All they have to do is win 1.
Needs 1. Centennial, if they can keep their comeback alive, would need to come up with a doubleheader winner.
Be interesting.
Well, moving along, the where do we go? Golf. Boys golf team starting the section tournaments. A couple of guys made it to the second round. Travis Hess and Michael Elson able to advance, both with scores of 83 on day 1. The rest of the scores on the first day: Novinska an 89, Getz a 91, Howells a 99, and Peyton Nash finished with a 101. Both Hess and Elson stumble a little bit more on day 2. Elson finishes with a 171, Hess a 172. As a team, the Cardinals finish in 11th place. And, a couple of guys moving on. They do have a couple of guys coming back next year.
Yep, they do.
One of the great things about being a part of the Cardinal program is you get a season pass to Bunker Hills. And if those younger members of the Cardinals team use that, that's where they play a lot of their matches, and the more you play, the better you get.
No better time than coming up. You've got the summer vacation to work on your game.
And on the girls' side, the girls' golf team, no one advancing to the second day. Tina McManus, the team, 102 in the championships. Sarah McDonald, a 106. Megan Lund, a 114. Morgan Buckley, a 132. That's what Tara Peterson shot as well. And Kane rounded up the Cardinals with a 151. And this is a team where Chad Keeney was very happy to have. He enjoyed the girls, and he felt that they were going to become lifelong lovers of the game, which is what he wants.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, most of them are seniors, and it's going to be. He's got some younger girls who did play some JV, but they're going to have a very inexperienced team coming up next year. Boys lacrosse team went into their section tournament as the low seed number 7, going against a very good Blaine team, and losing that one 15-1. Blaine went on to win the championship 6-5 over the Champlain Park top seed Champlain Park Rebels.
I was told we got to keep it moving.
Well, the girls lacrosse team is the last team we have to talk about tonight. They opened the section tournament last Wednesday as the top seed, hoping this would be the year they could finally claim their first crown. The quarterfinal round brought the 8th-seeded Huskies to the complex. The Cardinals beat Andover 18-2 during the regular season, and they would make an even stronger statement in the playoffs. Coon Rapids bringing the pressure off the opening draw. They forced the turnover deep in the Huskies' end. Heidi Hindula able to win the race, scoop the ball, take it right to the back of the net, scoring up high to start scoring. Andover was able to tie it up before the onslaught really began. The Cardinals firing on all cylinders. Helen Nelson gets that one, Cards up 2-1. Floodgates now open. Bailey Ryan hands off for Lily Hackett. Comes right back out front to score. Hackett finished with 3 points against Andover. Heidi Hanula continues to be a leader for this club, attacking from a short angle. Weaves through the traffic out front and then follows her own rebound for the goal. Great job getting it done. Cardinals up 5-1 at that point. Hindula got plenty of help on the offensive end. She feeds Allie Erickson on this trip downfield. Erickson slips to her right, finds room to score. One of her 2 in the game. This one is all Coon Rapids start to finish, and it's Hindula leading the way all game long. Another 9-point effort for her. 5 goals, 4 assists. Cardinals cruise past Andover 21-3. the Huskies put up
A lot of goals.
Little
A lot of
resistance.
goals. Well, that section tournament moved over to Irondale High School for the semifinal round on Friday when the Cardinals faced fourth-seeded Osseo Park Center. Despite having beaten the Orioles 14-4, Coach DeJoy was a little apprehensive about the rematch. The Cardinals came in red hot with 11 straight wins, but there is something about the way Osceo's style matched up with Coon Rapids. Osseo Park Center setting the tempo early and was fast. Long run for Margot Coombs, and she shoots back to the far side and scores. That puts OPC up 3-0. Cardinals trying to answer at the other end. Lily Hackett cuts across the front with a little backhander, but Maddie Curris gets just enough of it and keeps it out of the net. She had a big night for the visitors. And her defense played big in front of her, taking away space from the Cardinals' speedy attackers. Allie Erickson called for the charge more than once. This is just added to the frustration of the trailing. Tonight, a tight game with time running out in the first half. Bailey Ryan dumps one back over his shoulder into the net, but the goal is waved off because the buzzer had sounded. Cardinals trailing 4-2 to start the second. Erickson finally able to find her way inside and score, and Coon Rapids is back within one, but OPC responds in a big way. Great individual effort by Hannah Foote. Right here, she spins herself into scoring territory and puts the team back up by 3, 6-3. Coon Rapids down, not out. Bailey Ryan bringing it back front, spinning to the score. We did see that one. But Osseo Park Center able to answer again. Another great run through the defense for OPC. This time it's Coombs getting the net score and give their team a 9-6 lead late in the game. Cardinals aren't backing down though. Allie Erickson, the great goal cutting across in the high slot. But hold on, refs, check the stick. Determined the wicket is too deep. No goal. And the fourth-seeded Osseo Pirates upset the Cardinals, ending their season with a 9-6 loss. That was a tough one. You know, we talked about in the opening, coach was a little apprehensive going in, but hot goaltender sometimes keeps you out of the championship.
Well, and look at what they did against Champlain Park last night. They battled with the Rebels right to the end. The Rebels, we were very much hoping to be at that game on Wednesday night against Champlain Park. Instead, it was Osseo, and Osseo gave them a great battle, a one-goal game at the end, with Champlain Park advancing to the state tournament once again.
Yeah, tough loss for the Cardinals.
And that's going to just about do it for this season. We're going to come back and wrap up the show, or wrap up the spring season next week, and then we got some Legion baseball for you after the summer. But that's going to do it for this edition of Sportsnight. I want to thank everybody out for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.